Have you ever heard someone say that placing a glass of water in certain spots in your home can bring in wealth? Did it sound like superstition, or did a part of you wonder, what if there's more to this than meets the eye? Could something as simple as water carry the energy of abundance? Welcome back, everyone. I'm so excited you're here because today we're going to dive into one of the most mysterious yet surprisingly practical traditions that has quietly influenced the prosperity of countless people for centuries. Feng Shui, and more specifically, the practice of using water placement to attract wealth, peace, and energetic balance into your life. You might be skeptical. That's okay. In the modern world, we're trained to dismiss ancient practices unless they're backed by Western science. But here's something to consider. For thousands of years, cultures around the world have used symbols, energy alignments, and environmental adjustments out of blind faith, but because of real, observable effects on their daily lives. Today, we're not just going to talk about putting a glass of water in a corner. We're going to talk about what water symbolizes, how energy flows through your living space, why your home is an energetic mirror of your inner state, and how small changes in your space can create profound shifts in your finances, relationships, and mental clarity. So let's start with the foundation. What is Feng Shui? Feng Shui, literally translated as wind and water, is the ancient Chinese art of spatial alignment and energetic flow. It's not just about home decoration. It's about living in harmony with the natural forces of the universe. According to Feng Shui, every space, your home, your office, even your desk, carries a certain energy or K. This Kai is constantly interacting with your own energy field. When your environment's energy is blocked, chaotic, or imbalanced, it affects your mood, your decisions, your creativity, and yes, your finances. When the energy flows smoothly, you feel more focused, more at ease, and more receptive to opportunities. So how does water fit into this? In Feng Shui, water symbolizes wealth, abundance, flow, and renewal. But not just any water. It needs to be clean, intentional, and placed in specific ways. Let me ask you, what happens when water is stagnant? It starts to smell, breeds mosquitoes, becomes toxic. That's exactly what happens when energy stagnates in your life. Stagnant energy shows up as procrastination, emotional heaviness, missed opportunities, unclear goals, financial blocks. So when we talk about placing water in certain places, we're not just talking about symbolism. We're talking about creating energetic flow in areas where you might currently be stuck. Let me take you into a real example. Woman struggling financially was introduced to the Feng Shui concept of placing a small glass of water in the southeast corner of her home, the area traditionally associated with wealth and prosperity. He didn't think it would work, but he decided to try. He placed the water mindfully, kept it clean, and every day as he passed it, he affirmed her readiness to receive abundance. Within a month, unexpected freelance work started coming in. You received money owed to her for years, and more importantly, he felt lighter, more optimistic, more willing to pursue opportunities. Was it magic? Or was it the shift in her energy caused by focusing intention and flow on her financial life? Sometimes, the smallest physical change triggers a massive internal transformation. Let's go deeper. Your home is not just a structure, it's an extension of your subconscious mind. When you walk into a room filled with clutter, broken objects, or dead plants, what do you feel? Heaviness, confusion, tension. But when you walk into a space that's clean, open, bright, and balanced, you breathe easier, you feel different. That feeling is not psychological, it's energetic. And that's the essence of Feng Shui. So why is water placed in specific spots? Because different areas of your home correspond to different aspects of life. This is mapped out using something called the Biakwa's Feng Shui energy map that divides your space into 9 areas: wealth, fame, love, family, health, creativity, knowledge, career, and helpful people. The southeast area is traditionally linked to wealth and abundance, so placing water there symbolically feeds that part of your life. But again, intention is everything. Placing a dusty, forgotten cup of water and expecting miracles is like putting seeds in a box and hoping they grow without sunlight, or water. You need to engage with the space. You need to show the universe you're ready. So here's how to do it consciously. Choose a clean, clear glass container. This symbolizes transparency and purity. Fill it with fresh, clean water. Almost infuse it with herbs like mint or a few kinds. Place it mindfully in the southeast corner of your home or office. Refresh the water every few days. Each time you pass by, pause for a second and affirm your openness to abundance. This might sound small, but energetically, it's massive. Because every time you interact with that water, you're reminding yourself that you are no longer living by default, you're living by design. Now let's talk about why this works beyond symbolism. Modern quantum physics tells us that intention affects matter. Water itself is one of the most receptive substances on Earth. The work of Masaru Emoto showed that water exposed to loving words or music formed beautiful, harmonious crystals when frozen, while water exposed to hate or fear formed chaotic, distorted patterns. Your thoughts imprint the water. So, when you place water in your space with love, gratitude, and clarity, it becomes a living symbol of your new energetic alignment. It's not about superstition, it's about co-creation. And water is just one piece of the puzzle. Feng Shui teaches us to observe how everything in our space affects our lives. That leaking faucet could be draining your finances. That clutter in the entrance could be blocking new energy from entering. That broken clock could be keeping you stuck in the past. Where space speaks, are you listening? Let's not forget the emotional side. When you begin placing water with intention, something subtle shifts in your mindset. You become more aware of flow. You start to ask, where else am I stagnant? Where else do I need to clear, to move, to release? And from this awareness, action begins. You declutter that drawer. You make that call. You send that email. You finally ask for what you're worth. Because a glass of water reminded you energy must move. Wealth is not just money. It's confidence. It's creativity. It's possibility. And it's already waiting for you on the other side of alignment. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you've ever tried Feng Shui practices in your own life, or if this inspired you to try placing water in your space, please share your story in the comments below. Let's learn from each other and grow together. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more content on conscious living, and support the channel so we can continue bringing these hidden truths to light. Your environment is sacred. Treat it that way and watch your life transform. See you in the next one.